Heifer time.
Hello, it's Karen.
And Ruth, hello.
Hello from a very, very warm UK.
Apparently it's going to be hotter than Hawaii on Friday.
Yes, we're going to have a glorious weekend, apparently.
Yeah.
Well, we can't complain, can we?
Mind you, we're still waiting for the glorious heatwave from the year before last, aren't we?
And last year.
Well, that was the one from the year before that never showed up, so maybe this is it.
Ah, well, hopefully.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're here to talk about Alejandro.
Alejandro.
Fresh off recording a vid about Chubbs and Meryl, we've turned to Alejandro for some light relief. Can you believe it? Oh, dear.
Well, you know, when you compare, I'm afraid Alejandro sort of comes out...
No, she doesn't.
I know. I struggled there.
No, she doesn't.
I didn't think that through.
She's equally as bad and she's equally as boring. And this vlog, oh my days, was it ever boring in the extreme.
Oh, really?
So she sits there and tells us makeup videos typically don't do very well. So what does she do? At least a 15-minute section on makeup.
Fancy.
I wanted to just give up. I wanted to go to bed. I wanted to sleep. As I was listening to it, my eyes were getting heavier and heavier. It was so dull.
I know.
It was duller than a dull thing from Planet Dull in the universe of dullness. Anyway, I've saved
in that
about...
very dull galaxy.
Yeah. I've saved about 5 minutes of it.
Well done!
And that'll be boring. But anyway, it's the best I could do. So here we go.
Well, listen, let me tell a little story first. I remember the very... You didn't know who Alejandro was. And she was on the telly and she was doing her makeup. But she was putting all black lines. Do you remember?
No.
Oh, all right then. I won't tell that story.
No, go on, tell it.
Well, she put... First of all, she did something, then she put all black lines, and then she covered them and blended them. And you said, what is that person doing? And I said, they're doing the makeup. You couldn't believe it. Well, what's all that bloody black?
Well, she says at the beginning of this one that I'm not showing, I'm going to go for like a light so-and-so because it's going to be humid and I don't want to be sweaty. And then proceeds to put about 57 bloody products on her face.
Well, she does. I bet they're all linked below.
Oh, yeah. All shown to the camera, all linked below. Boring, man. Right, let's get on with
All
it.
right.
Hey, good morning. I'm literally still in my pajamas. I have not even washed my face yet. All I've done is brush my teeth. So that's something.
Scruffy witch. How's that even possible? You clean your teeth and then you don't wash your face.
I know.
It's not possible, is it? It's a natural...
Progression.
Exactly. You haven't cleaned your teeth, have you, love?
Also, what better way to tell your audience? I don't really give a shit, so I'm not even going to put a bit of a water around my face for you.
Yeah.
And I bet she hasn't cleaned her teeth. I bet she's had something to eat, though.
Doubtless.
So my mom and I are going to take Mr. Anderson to the pool today for the first time this summer. So we're going to just like sit with him in that and just, sit with him in the shallow end, let him splash because he loves the water. Just like his mama, he's a water bug, which makes me so happy.
So just recently, you're in Disneyland World in a property with a pool outside. The same pool that you didn't enter at all during your stay there. This is how much of a water bug you are. And oh, how Anderson was going to love the pool, you said, prior to going and while you were showing us around that property. And yet, did we get any footage of him in the pool?
Nah.
No, because you didn't go in the pool. Because you were too busy wandering around stuffing your fat face.
Yeah.
So don't give us your water, baby. You had a pool right outside the door. You didn't film in it once. So feck off with your nonsense.
Yeah.
Love.
That like we are entering summer, we're gonna go to the beach and the pool all summer, and I'm gonna set up his little kiddie pool, and we're just gonna have lots of fun splish splashing around.
Ruth.
Yeah.
Are you sick of reading about this baby pool now? This paddling pool what she's gonna keep setting up.
Yeah.
And take him out in.
Yeah.
Every vlog.
Yeah.
And we've never seen it yet.
Yeah.
Because of the weather.
Yeah. I tell you what, that whole load of old bollocks she's sprouted out, if you'd have taken away the audio, I'd have thought she was talking about some really hard exams she'd got to go into that she hadn't studied for.
Really?
Yeah, it was very... Oh, my eyes are down here, my eyes are over here, and my hands are all here. It's, what do we call it? Oh, yeah, micro-expressions.
Commonly known as...
Lying.
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 Of course she's lying. She's not going to the beach and pool all summer.
And
Hey, God.
those eyes, oh, they're very demonic. Now that I've picked up on that theory, which I go with.
The theory that was in the other video that you've not explained to this audience.
I'm watching a lady who's very, very au fait with narcissism, and her theory is that they're actually demons. And she's pointed out a lot of the eyes and the mouth, the grimaces that don't reach the eyes, and this bird is a walking grimace that never reaches the eyes unless it's food.
Yeah. Well, like the others, yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing that makes them happy, grub.
Grub. And, what do they call it? Duper's delight.
You want to get up and out in the morning so you can get home in time for the afternoon nap. It all tracks pretty perfectly.
Right, I want to know now, and I want you to comment below if you're a mum or a dad and you've got children, and think back, if they're older, think back to when they were younger, when you were planning a day out. Did you plan it around an afternoon nap? Or did you just take your kids out, and if they fell asleep while you were out, they fell asleep while you were out? That's my thoughts on it.
Yeah.
I used to live with a lady who had a small child, and he would just follow along with whatever we were doing. So if we were out for the day, he was out for the day.
Yeah.
And he would sleep in his pushchair or his pram or car seat or whatever, and that was fine. We didn't have to then run home to put him in a crib to go to sleep.
I tell you what, man.
It's insanity.
I tell you what I'm getting now, hostage vibes.
Yeah. It's very much like that, isn't it?
Institutionalised vibes. You will do this, and this at this time.
Yeah. Whether or not we're actually doing something fun. I mean, what if he was having the time of his life, playing in the sea, playing on the beach, or in the pool, or whatever, and suddenly you snatch him up and say, nope, it's time for a nap.
Because it's all about what she wants. She is absolutely incapable, and it's another narc thing, incapable of even imagining that somebody else's needs would come before hers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna prep some chicken to pop in the fridge to make dinner easier tonight, because I know we'll all be tired tonight.
How? Are you going to be tired tonight? You haven't got a job. You don't get up at bloody 5 a.m, get the kids ready for school, get out, do a day's work, come home, see to the kids. What the fuck? What? Tired? From what?
Well, if you cast your mind back to a few minutes ago where she said they're taking Anderson to the pool where they will sit and splash.
Oh, that's sitting and splashing.
That's very exhausting, Ruth.
Is that an Olympic sport now, sitting and splashing?
I think it should be, because it's so exhausting.
Good job she's muscular.
Yeah, well, yeah, she's all muscle, isn't she?
You're a bone idle, lazy, lying waste of oxygen, in my humble opinion.
One of my biggest tips as a new mom, and for everyone, if you just have a busy day or life, get your dinner prepped in the morning so it's just easy to throw together or even heat up at night.
You don't say!
Well, you guys, we're at the beach. Fun fact, the pool's not open for the season yet. So we came to a nearby beach, and it's actually so cute. It's like this cute little town beach.
So at the start of that clip, she lied straight out. She was dodging the camera, touching her face. The reason why she lied is this. When she was talking earlier, which I didn't show, but she was talking about going to the pool and it gets really ridiculously busy. And one time she went, they couldn't get in. It's so busy. So I think what likely happened is they turned up at the pool, saw the crowds, and we know she hates a crowd.
Yeah.
She doesn't like to be in a crowded place with lots of other people because she's a sight to behold.
Yes.
And so she said, oh, the pool was closed. It's the middle of June. What pool's going to be closed? Come on.
I'm sure there are people who live around that neck of the woods can confirm or deny that.
A simple Google search would tell you that, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I don't believe her, though. I truly believe she turned up, it was crowded, so they came to this beach, which looks incredibly quiet at the minute.
Yeah. I don't believe a word comes out of her mouth or the other set of ne'er-do-wells.
No, well, they all lie, don't they?
Yeah.
It's just, and it's stupid lies. Instead of just saying, I turned up, it was really very crowded, it was too noisy, as these places get, so we came to a quieter location.
I was the fattest bird in the place.
Nothing wrong with that. It's the lies. It's the lies that get you every time. Why?
It's actually not that cold. No, it's really not.
Well, we can see where Alejandro gets her shorts style from, can't we?
My observation is that Alejandro is absolutely not just scared stiff, but incapable of being alone with that child. When she's alone with that child, he's napping.
Yeah.
She's incapable.
Well, she's incapable of taking him out anywhere by herself.
Yeah.
Mother's always got to go with her.
Yeah.
And if you noticed in that little clip, she was sat right on the edge of the sea. Anderson sat on her lap. His feet aren't even touching the water. She actually grabbed his foot and said, dip your toes in. Now, why couldn't she just sit him beside her?
Yeah.
So he sat in the water.
Yeah.
What is up with her? She's got no idea of how to act with a child, how to allow the child to get some joy from whatever he's doing.
I do see what you meant in the last video about although Nancy is Nancy, she's definitely got more of a grip on how to interact with the child.
Yeah.
Well, she's not calling him Dookie Pants.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But she plays with him.
No, you never see her do that.
No.
Never. Why didn't Nancy film her doing that?
Exactly.
Why is she filming Anderson on her lap without his feet in the sea? What possible pleasure can he have from sitting on her fat, stinky lap and not being able to, like, enjoy what's going on around him?
He's being moulded into the prop that she wants him to be.
Yeah.
Hello. Oh my gosh. The last clip I took was at the beach, and since then it's been several hours. It's 7 o'clock. Anderson just went down to bed.
7 o'clock and he's in bed for the night.
That's after his nap.
At 2 o'clock, yeah.
Cut back on the Valagan, Alejandro. There's going to be side effects.
So if he's sleeping till 5 a.m, which she said in the last vlog, I think, then that's a 10-hour sleep. 10 hours?
On top of all the naps.
Something's wrong there.
Well, I'll tell you what's wrong. Well, I won't. Because perhaps I'm not allowed, but in my humble opinion, something's going on there.
Yeah, something medicinal.
Yeah.
We were only at the beach for about an hour.
Oh, well, she must be absolutely done in.
Thank God she did the dinner in a bag.
Yeah. Yeah, prepping the dinner beforehand was a spiffing idea.
Yeah.
Absolutely spiffing idea. One simply cannot estimate the level of exhaustion she must be suffering, darling.
She must be. She must be.
Absolutely worn out.
Oh, she didn't have a wash. She palmed Anderson off onto Mama Alejandro for an hour. Come home, put him for a nap. She must be exhausted.
Well, he's not down for a nap.
No, but he was going for a nap.
Oh, that's right,
Then
yeah.
probably she woke him up to put him to bed.
Yeah. I don't know if I've left it in this. I think I have, but what she did after his nap.
Oh, before he went to bed.
Before he went to bed,
Oh,
yeah.
lovely, exciting.
Oh, it's very exciting.
But we ended up trying a new beach. in Barrington, and it was super duper cute. And there were a ton of little babies that were Anderson's age there, and he was just like so fascinated by them. It was so cute. He was very fascinated by the little waves, and yeah, it worked out well. We didn't have our beach chairs, but I had my car blanket, and then of course we had our towel and our hats and things like that, so that helped.
Intensive training for the sitting and splashing.
Well, they were only there an hour, and she did a whole section at the beach actually that I cut out because it was what's in my beach bag.
Oh no!
She'd taken all this stuff in the beach bag, including snacks.
Go
snacks
figure.
For this big day out.
Jesus.
She was there for an hour, but there were lots of other babies on the beach. Anderson was fascinated. Why? Did he go over and interact with them? No. Did he, heck? What did he do? He was fascinated by the waves? Did he get to sit in them? No, he didn't. He sat on your fat, sweaty lap. So what joy did that child get from being at the beach? He didn't interact with others. He didn't get to sit in the sea because, God forbid, he should get his romper a bit dirty. But she was happy because she was able to wail on a blanket for an hour.
He got to see what was in a beach bag, so we. She's beyond.
She's just ridiculous.
They say that narcissists get worse with parenthood, and this is absolute proof.
Yeah.
My lord.
Yeah. She's just absolutely hopeless. Hopeless. Now me, if I had a small child like that and there were lots of other kids on the beach, I'd have taken him over.
Yeah.
I'd have had a chat, we'd have sat down,
Yeah.
the kids could have interacted,
Yeah.
whatever. I'd have been in the sea with the child and letting him bob about quite safely. But what did she do? She got a blanket out the car, she plonked her fat arse down and let Nancy swing him about, etc.
Well, she ate the stacks.
Yeah. Oh, I bet the snacks were gone.
Oh, busy day.
Fat cunts.
But yeah, it was a fun morning. We got home honestly around lunchtime just because we were not out that long. And the rest of the day has been like relatively chill. Anderson and I played a lot. I showered, he took a bath, and we had dinner. And I showered earlier and I had my hair up in a bun. We did end up taking a walk earlier, and it was super hot today, but we took our walk around 4 and it was pretty good. Like in the shade, it wasn't that bad. Like the breeze and the shade was pretty good. So yeah.
No.
I wonder where these walks take place.
In her head. In her fucking head.
It was shady, because you were around the kitchen, checking the bloody deep fat fryer.
The fridge.
Because you were so exhausted from your intensive training for sitting and splashing. You're a... Oh.
You're a joke, man.
Oh.
This is the person who claims to be some kind of influencer. Oh, have you ever... that's funny. That's funny, mate. It's comical. Fucking comical. I'm an influencer. Yeah.
I'll get to that stuck for words stage, Karen. We're nearly over. The language is slipping. My thoughts are going...
We've still got 3 minutes yet. Come on, brace yourself.
All right.
I just got in my Amazon package of the day, and I have like a bunch of kids books in my cart for Anderson. I wish I had saved it. There was like a reel or a TikTok a long time ago posted by a teacher who had like all of these different book recommendations for young boys to raise emotionally intelligent young boys. So
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Do you know, at this point, I'm praying for a bit of baby-led weaning. I can't with the emotional stuff. Oh my God. I saw it on TikTok, so it must be right. Oh my
God.
days.
Oh. Woman.
Because everything you see on TikTok is totally 100% genuine. She was definitely a teacher. Definitely.
And she wasn't trying to sell books or anything.
No. And books that are, God knows what'll be in them, because there's all sorts of strange things going on in kids' books these days.
I know.
All sorts of weird and wonderful ideas. Yeah.
Oh, Christ, I hope she doesn't start calling him non-binary by the age of 1.
Stick to classics, love. You know, a bit of Enid Blyton.
Yes.
That kind of thing, you know. Or kind of younger, bit of Roald Dahl, maybe.
Yeah.
You know, nice fairy tales.
Or give him away. That'd help. His emotional bloody whatever.
Development, yeah, do it.
Wake him up and give him away.
I added all of them to my cart, and I just keep buying them. So the one I got this time was The Magic of Me and My Magical Feelings.
I know what his magical feelings are. His magical feelings are, Mummy, put me to bed. I need 27 naps a day. Now, his real feelings, not magical ones, real feelings are, you're a terrible fecking mother
Yeah.
with no clue how to raise a baby. And instead of getting advice from real people in the real world, not TikTok, about how to raise a baby into a functioning child, teenager, adult, you buy this shit.
Yeah. Go back to basics, Alejandro. Go back to basics and wake him up.
Yeah. And perhaps...
Give him away.
Yeah. Or take him to a good mum and baby group. Take him to the library. Although, be a bit choosy about the library. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There are strange people in libraries.
Yeah, very strange. See her in a bloody swimming cosy in a library once.
Exactly. Yeah. Perhaps skip the library then.
Yeah.
But a good mum and baby group, mum and toddler group,
Yeah.
with sensible people.
But Alejandro knows best. Alejandro is the centre of the universe. And that's what happened.
Yeah, but he's going to learn all about his magical feelings. Alejandro, feck off.
Get a grip.
Oh, I kid you not. Whoa, whoa. Where'd the time go? I'm so excited.
But like, I love doing a little makeup segment here and there because it just like takes me back to my cosmetology roots.
I'm a big nerd.
My little boy, he is 100% Dominican because he loves when I play Spanish music, Dominican music. We honestly listen to the Bad Bunny album pretty much every time me and Anderson are in the car. He loves it. The second I put on Nueva Yo, he's just like happy as a clam.
So I looked up Bad Bunny and listened to some of his music, and it's all in, I gather, Spanish. I don't know, because I don't speak Spanish, but something along those lines.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's fair enough. He's not learning any bad language. I've no idea what the songs are about, because obviously they're in a language I don't speak. Bit of an upbeat feel to them.
Yeah.
Fair enough. But, I mean, why not put on age-appropriate stuff?
Yes. Wheels on the bus go round and round.
That kind of thing, you know. A bit of,
Hickory dickory dock.
yeah, a bit of nursery rhymes. There's loads of
Yes.
nursery rhymes put to music. But
Yes.
no, he's got to listen to what she wants to listen to.
You can get books that play the nursery rhymes, and they've got little lights in them. It's like a multi-stimulus
Yeah, sensory experience.
sensory experience, but as long as he gets in touch with his magical bloody feelings, Jesus Christ. Also, I noticed she said when you put the music on, it goes, ooh, that's he's thinking, ooh, I'm awake.
That's when he wakes up from his nap in the car, the one she doesn't tell us about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you know what? I gotta turn off. I forgot. I accidentally turned on the soft skin blur. Let me turn it off. I gotta figure out how to turn it off because I did it by accident. I officially feel old. It should be off now. That was my bad. I turned that on completely by accident the other day.
That doesn't make any sense. I turned it on accidentally the other day, but let me turn it off. Well, if you turned it on accidentally, how do you know how to turn it off, and why didn't you turn it off at the time? And come on, Alejandro, you've got about 1 million bloody filters on you, making you shrink from all sides, because we know in reality, we've seen the photos of you in that restaurant, and oh boy,
Oh, yes.
you're a big lass, aren't you?
By the heck, you're a big girl. Mind you, I admire the way she lurches from disaster to disaster with such grace. She's done a splashing and whatever training this morning, and she's had to turn whatever the hell she's talking about off. So she's had a busy day, I'll give her that.
I think this might be another day. I can't remember now. It was so boring.
Do you know, I don't care.
I don't care. I think this was another day. But
Oh, by the way, Alejandra, you are fat and you are old.
yeah. Oh, this was all about, it's her and Yar's 5th wedding anniversary from the official wedding where they eloped.
Right.
This is their 5th wedding anniversary. So she's getting ready to go for a night out. No, not a night out, a meal out. They've decided not to buy each other presents because, well, Mother's Day, there was all that with Mother's Day. There was all this with Father's Day coming up. All what? It's a day. It doesn't tire you out for months on end. Fucking hell, man.
So she's going out to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They decided to go out for a meal.
Yeah.
No. You decided to go out for a meal, and Bollockless just agrees with you.
You know what I mean?
So I bought these kind of like on a whim just to see how it would be. They're the Skims hip enhancing shapewear that has like padded hips. So I've mentioned before, I'm shaped like SpongeBob. I don't really have hip and waist, and I know that's very much the societal standard of beauty, and your body is perfect the way it is.
Says the woman who's had apronectomy. She's had all her chin sucked away. She's had gastric band. She's had gastric bypass or whatever she's had. And the reason you've got no waist is you're fat. You weren't born SpongeBob. SpongeBob.
SpongeBob.
You see, you've overdone the muscle building round you. You've got hips, you've got a waist. They're just heavily encased in adipose tissue.
Yeah.
Despite you having it sucked, cut, banded, bleh, whatever. Because you eat too much. You want to get some corsets. You want to get some fake kneecaps, just saying.
So, societal standards, eh? Which society do you live in? Because I'll tell you, in our society, if you can roll your fat, sweaty ass off the couch and shuffle down to Mozza's for your weekly shop, you're doing well, and nobody gives a shit whether you've got breasts, waist, hips, knees, anything else. It is what it is. In a normal, everyday people life, not the life of an influencer, not the life of the rich and famous, not the life of film stars who have to go some way to keep in their looks.
Yeah.
In general, everyday life, nobody gives a shit about that stuff.
No.
Ay, ay, ay.
I think it's all about feeling confident and like feeling good in what you're wearing. So like if shapewear makes you feel confident, like pop off. But like I wasn't sure if I was gonna keep or return it. I just wanted to like try it out because it's like so interesting. What? Who is this curvy goddess? Because I know it's not me, bitch.
Curvy goddess.
Is there a curvy goddess in the room with us?
Not that I can see.
No, turn to the side. Get your filters off.
Sophia Loren, you ain't. And you certainly don't look like you could do the breakfast at Tiffany's, which is probably the look you're going for. But no, love, you're not a curvy goddess. You still look like SpongeBob. End of. The fact that you've stuck some coral to your hips does nothing for you. So basically she's thinking, because it's a padded hips, that'll push her hips out to make her have a waist. No, Alejandro, you're fat. You're an up and down shape. Live with it. You'll never be a curvy goddess.
No. Does she turn sideways in this?
I don't think so.
No. Well, she wouldn't.
No.
And people getting BBLs are warriors because that recovery looks intense.
I'm just going to reiterate what she said there. People who get BBLs, i.e. Brazilian butt lifts, are warriors. Oh. I have never heard the like. BBLs are one of the most dangerous operation you can have, and 90% of doctors will not perform them because they are so dangerous. And this is simply for a beauty standard. It is not for medical reasons. And I seriously wish she would go and get a BBL because it's so risky.
Yes, I hear you.
Are you actually demented? Are you demented to be saying stuff like that to your audience? People who get BBLs are warriors. People who get BBLs are completely fucking stupid. The
And-
stupidest of the fucking stupid.
A lot of them are dead.
Yeah, exactly. What the actual fuck?
I'm surgeried out. Tummy tuck and the gastric bypass were the end of it for me. The only thing I think of if I was ever to get more surgery down the road is if I do end up losing a lot of weight and have loose skin. But cross that bridge when we get to it, honey.
That bridge will have crumbled by the time you ever get to it.
You won't get to it, Alexandra, the same as Butch O'Brien, Medal, and Chubbs. Your destiny is to be an hugely oversized narcissist until you draw your last breath. So that's that.
We love that for you. Yeah, and you surgery out. I think you only named 2 there, didn't
Yes.
you? When we know you've had much more surgery than that. Play it down all you want. You have failed all the surgeries you've ever had. You.
Yeah.
Not the surgery, not the surgeons. They didn't fail, you did. Because you're hopeless. Because your love of food is too intense for you to do anything other than stuff your fat, greedy face. Let's be real about it.
Your love of food and your narcissism transcends everything on this earth. And that's the burden you're going to carry, fatty.
Yeah. Which actually takes us nicely into the little end segment that we've got.
Oh, okay.
And I've had to tone the end segments down quite a bit because YouTube got a bit funny with us, didn't they?
I don't know why.
I don't. It's not like they were too risky.
Well, there were a bit.
Well, some of them will probably appear in a separate little age-restricted video at some point. But anyway, enjoy this next little clip and thank you for watching.
Thank you if you made it this far.
And we'll see you real soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Dinner! That was fire. I'm officially obsessed.